videos we will upload more patriotic news. Trump just revealed the 48 secretary footage Obama was trying to hide. Liberals are fuming. Trump gives the media a great example of something that is ruining national healthcare privileges. He wants to point out that increasing premiums makes doctor choices and hospital options less available to citizens. At one point media wanted to preserve the Obamacare legacy at all costs. However, Trump is here to give them a different view of things. The White House have released a video on their Facebook. The video is only 48 seconds long and it features Dr. Robin Armstrong. He is a known doctor and a husband to a wife that has survived breast cancer. Dr. Armstrong has seen the Obamacare from both sides and is here to give you his honest opinion. He is trying to tell you just how many lives were lost because of that same Obamacare everyone worships. Watch CBS reporter tries to embarrass Ivanka Trump, immediately regrets it. Liberal hack Gayle King just interviewed Ivanka Trump on CBS and attacked her right away. But Ivanka proved once again that she's just like her father and can stand up against the liberal media. Gayle asked Ivanka if she felt complicit with what her father was doing to the White House and Ivanka saw right through this attack. Gayle wanted her to apologize for her father, and instead she stood up for President Trump and destroyed Gayle King on live TV. Video below. If being complicit is wanting to be a force for good and to make a positive impact, then I'm complicit. I don't know what it means to be complicit, but I hope time will prove that I have done a good job and much more importantly that my father's administration is the success that I know it. Bill O'Reilly makes major announcement, do you stand with him? Bill O'Reilly literally changed the TV news business forever. Along with Fox News, Bill has reinvented how America gets its news. Bill has been the highest rated host on cable news for 15 straight years. His astounding numbers even rival and sometimes surpass the network shows like CBS and NBC. No one has ever done what Bill has done. He has become one of the most recognizable faces in all of the conservative and liberal media. So, it comes as no surprise that the Democrats attack him at every turn in their quest to delegitimize the conservative media. It hasn't worked and won't work. Because the people are sick and tired of liberal bias in the media that is corrupting the minds of average Americans. Most recently, the liberals have been demanding Fox News fire Bill O'Reilly based on claims that he sexually harassed women. Fox News is not buying their claims. Look, in the highly charged atmosphere over at Fox, it is normal for people passed over for promotions to become annoyed and file lawsuits. This happens in every major corporation and most of the suits are frivolous. Fox News decided to change the narrative and show their support for Bill in the most major way. Fox News announced it is seeking to extend Bill O'Reilly's contract. O'Reilly's current contract expires in June, and it is worth $18 million annually. However, the Wall Street Journal reported that O'Reilly will be re-upped by the network. Despite the vicious attacks against him, we are now seriously considering legal action to defend Mr. O'Reilly's reputation, claimed Bill's lawyer Frederick S. Newman. I'm a father who cares deeply for my children and who would do anything to avoid hurting them in any way. And so, I have put to rest any controversies to spare my children, concluded O'Reilly. Breaking: Neil Gorsuch just got very good news. This is excellent. While Democrats ceaselessly march toward a Senate showdown about the confirmation of Trump's appointee to the Supreme Court, Neil Gorsuch, Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said today that the judge will be approved next week. As you know, next Monday Gorsuch will come out of committee, will be on the floor of the Senate next week and confirmed on Friday, McConnell said to journalists on Tuesday. McConnell added, Judge Gorsuch, as you know, is extraordinarily well qualified. It's almost amusing to watch our Democratic friends try to come up with some rationale for opposition. Several have suggested that a Supreme Court justice needs to get 60 votes. In fact, I think you already know, no Supreme Court justice has ever been stopped with a partisan filibuster. There was one rather unusual exception, the Fortas nomination in 1968, ironically in the middle of a presidential election year in which both sides collaborated to stop the nomination. So no Supreme Court justice has ever been stopped with a partisan filibuster. That is obviously what the Democratic leader has announced they will do, he added. We are optimistic that they will not be successful in keeping this good man from joining the Supreme Court very soon, he finished. At a Q&A, McConnell was questioned about the nuclear option and said, "It will be really up to Democrats how the process to confirm Judge Gorsuch goes forward." After asked whether he had the votes to exercise the nuclear option, that is alter Senate regulations to terminate the filibuster, he responded, "I'm confident that he'll be confirmed." Democrats do not appear willing to take this unprecedented move of a partisan filibuster against Gorsuch, but Republicans look confident that he will be approved. According to the Associated Press, GOP Senator Mike Rounds noted today of the nuclear option, "A lot of us really hate the thought of using it. Nonetheless, it may very well be the ultimate outcome because one way or the other, we will have Judge Gorsuch on the bench." Breaking Senate votes something terrible for President Trump. This is huge. The city of Massachusetts along with other municipalities in our country is demanding an impeachment for Donald Trump because of different interest. Throughout its Monday meeting, Cambridge City Council is intended to vote on a resolution requesting for the U.S. House of Representatives to start such an investigation. The resolution, which is mostly symbolic, practices similar calls to action by some other city councils, which includes Richmond, Virginia, Berkeley, California, and Alameda, California. However, as ABC News previously informed, in a resignation letter dated January 19, right before his inauguration, Trump wrote, "I, Donald Trump, hereby resign from each and every office and position I hold in the entities listed." More than 400 entities were mentioned in the 19-page document. The resolution is being financed by Cambridge Vice Mayor Mark McGovern, Councillor Jan Devereux and Councillor Leland Chung, in accordance with the policy order published on the city's website. The resolution declares that the City Council call upon the United States House of Representatives to support a resolution authorizing and directing the House Committee on the Judiciary to investigate whether sufficient grounds exist for the impeachment of Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, including but not limited to the violations of the Foreign Emoluments Clause and the Domestic Emoluments Clause of the United States Constitution. It goes on January 11, 2017, 9 days before his inauguration, Donald J. Trump announced a plan that would, if carried out, remove him from day-to-day operations of his businesses, but not eliminate any of the ongoing flow of emoluments from foreign governments, state governments, or the United States government, and on January 20, 2017, Donald J. Trump took the oath of office and became President of the United States. Further argued in the deposition, from the moment he took office, President Trump was in violation of the Foreign Emoluments Clause and the Domestic Emoluments Clause of the United States Constitution. Making an effort to justify its claim that Trump dishonored the aforementioned clauses, the resolution argues, on January 11, 2017, 9 days before his inauguration, Donald J. Trump announced a plan that would, if carried out, remove him from day-to-day operations of his businesses, but not eliminate any of the ongoing flow of emoluments from foreign governments, state governments, or the United States government. This is something that we cannot allow to fired. Rhino Lindsey Graham just got the worst news of his life. Karma. Details. Senator Lindsey Graham is still so intense that Donald Trump beat him in the presidential election that he over and over tries to bring him down. Tragically for Graham, in any case, the main thing he's finishing is making himself resemble a double-crosser. While taking an interest in the affirmation hearing for future Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch, Graham attempted to hit Trump with an abominable danger. It didn't take cake for this to cause issues down the road for him. Now, about what's going on in the country with President Trump, whether you like him or you do not, he is the president, But you have said several times that he is not above the law as president. Is that correct? Graham asked of Gorsuch. Yes, Senator, Gorsuch replied. You told Senator Leahy if there is a law passed that a Muslim could not serve in the military, you believe based on current law that would be an illegal act, Graham continued. Yes, Senator, I see that having all sorts of constitutional problems under current law, the judge responded. That's when things got nasty. So if we have laws on the book that prevent waterboarding, do you agree with me that the Detainee Treatment Act prevents waterboarding? Graham asked. Yes, Senator, that's my recollection of it, Gorsuch said. Then came the threat. In case President Trump is watching, which he may very well be, one, you did a good job picking Judge Gorsuch, the senator said. Number 2, here is the bad part, if you start waterboarding people, you may get impeached. Is that a fair summary? Gorsuch, however, was not having any of it. Senator, the impeachment power belongs to this body, he fired back. Undeterred, Graham tried to force Gorsuch to agree to impeach Trump. Okay, that's even better. Would it be subject to prosecution? He asked. Senator, I'm not going to speculate, Gorsuch wisely